it is, what it ain't, everybody. I'm Kedric, aka Ashli, Believe the Hype, one of your four co-hosts, and welcome to the People's Pantry, where you can come to get your fix of all things WLS and whatever the hell else we feel like talking about, sprinkled with our own flavor of seasoning from the pantry, baby, that makes the food good for your soul. That's what I'm talking about. It's the first episode. We in here. I'm gonna kick it to my girl Ashli. What's up, Ashli?
What's up, kid? This is your girl Ashli, coined by Lonnie as Therapist Bae. I will gladly take that title. I'm just happy to be here with you guys, and I'm excited for the first episode.
Hey, y'all. I am Lonnie. I'm super hype about this. Like, I'm excited. I don't even know what to say or what to do. Like, I'm so pumped. Chris?
What is happening, everybody? You already know who it is. It is your boy, your guy, your one and only, Chico. Say it with me, guys. Spicy, bumpy, What is happening, everybody? I am the culinary authority here on this channel. So happy to be here as a part of our first episode with these amazing individuals, ready to kick everything off, just to rant, rave, and just talk shit. I'm excited.
Baby. Yeah, man. We just doing our thing, man, in quarantine and just trying to maintain and feeling good, feeling great, man. That's what it is. So, hey, we're going to kick this off, man. We're going to go right into our first segment of the show, and we're going to hit you with a little seasoning, baby. This is the hitting you with the seasoning segment where we come in and hit you with a little news, entertainment. We throw a little flavor in on a few things and kind of give our viewpoint on it. So I'm going to kick things off. As you know, earlier in Georgia, early part of the year before the quarantine kicked off, a young brother by the name of Ahmaud Arbery was murdered senselessly in his hometown of Brunswick, Georgia, in his own neighborhood, actually. He was just running, jogging, getting his exercise in. And two white men approached a father and son, a retired cop and his son, approached this young man. They drove, from what I understand, they drove past him once. Then they came back through the next time with weapons. And they approached him. Their claim is that, they thought that maybe he was somebody who had been breaking in. Regardless as to what it was, this was murder, senseless. I mean, there's a video online, it's very graphic, where they shoot this young man down in cold blood. He was in his own neighborhood, he was running, and he wasn't doing anything. But the shameful part about it is that it took for it to get nationwide attention for Georgia to even look into it and bring it before the grand jury. These guys are still at home in quarantine, enjoying their families, while this young man is dead and gone. His family is mourning his loss right now. That's pretty sad. What y'all think about that?
I can go. And when it comes to stuff like this, you guys, you have to have a plan for things that cause like post-traumatic stress. And then what Lonnie talked about previously, like the trigger warning is that we've seen this count time and time after again. And you can either become desensitized with it, or it can be overwhelming when you see Black and brown communities gunned down like animals, as we've heard countless times. And you just have to have a self-care plan, and you have to have coping skills, because we don't want content that we see like this every day to ruin, unfortunately, our own personal lives and be detrimental to us, because that's allowing them to win. And we don't need them to win because they're taking people from us. So you just need to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. You need to ask, am I safe? And if you aren't safe, you just call 911. I mean, you just need to make sure that whatever coping skills you use them. And if you aren't sure what coping skills are, they have different techniques that you can use just to do deep breathing or grounding, to be aware in the here and now, because that's important when you see videos of violence. And that's just my opinion on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that every time I tell myself I'm not gonna watch another video, I'm not gonna feed into it, I'm gonna sign the petition, I'm gonna call the number that whoever posts. I find myself watching the video anyway, and then I'm completely derailed. Like my whole day is derailed, and I'm like sick, and I'm sad for the Black men that I'm raising in my life, right? Like I belong to a village raising 3 Black men. I'm currently fighting for a Black man that's wrongfully incarcerated. So it always is like so triggering. And as Ashli was saying, a part of my self-care is allowing myself to, one, honor this young man's who he was by saying his name, like sitting in that. And then 2, making sure that I keep in my mind that that video, that 7-minute video or whatever it is, that's just a glimpse of his life. he was somebody's baby, right? Like, he had hobbies and he enjoyed things. Like, that was an awful, like, part of his life, and that's it. And so try to, like, keep the narrative that he was a lover, he was a friend, like, he could have been a father, all of those things, to try and shift how I feel, and I'm not, like, unraveled and on my floor crying. Because when I first watched the video, I was a mess, and I was pissed, and I was enraged, and, like, I was mad. I was mad as hell. And by the time this is published, we will have all ran in his honor, in honor of Ahmaud Arbery. A lot of us are joining tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday, and running. His birthday is tomorrow. So I want us to sit in it and say his name. Be power, like, be a voice. Don't retaliate, change policy. Make it very clear that racism, bigotry, hatred will not live as long as we're living.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I just feel like in times of crisis, when we all should be coming together, I feel like we're more divided, and we become divided every day over just nonsense, skin color, race, everything. And this kind of almost brings me back to the whole situation and event that happened with Eric Gardner. The people that are wrongfully targeted, and just the level of disrespect. And it's I would attribute it to a lack of understanding. I read an article, and it's kind of been like bouncing back and forth between social media of when it comes down to times of crisis like COVID, a group of people will get treated more respectfully or privileged over another group, and they have video, surfacing on the internet about, cops giving masks and, supplies to a group of people, and not, taking from another group of people, and then wrongfully engaging in senseless violence and all that. So I think it's a lack of understanding in certain communities. And someone who's going to be starting social work school soon, I think, this is a big time for advocacy, because a lot of people don't know the resources that they can use. Like Ashli said, people don't know where they can find help. People don't know where they can go to speak to somebody, or, just help them in times, in rough times, especially during a crisis like this, when we all should be coming together. There's no reason for us to be senseless and acts of hate towards each other, when this is a time more than ever for us to be coming together.
Absolutely, brother. I know tomorrow, myself, my sons, we're going to go out. We're getting with a group that I actually did a 5K with, and they're doing a run tomorrow with the I Run with Ahmaud hashtag. We've actually got numbers printed up that has the 223 on it. The 2.23 miles represents the date that he was killed. And, we're going to do that protest tomorrow morning, 6:45. Wow. So I'll get my run in the morning with the group. And I definitely want, just challenge everybody to, take part in something. I mean, we're all part of WLS community. That's something that we engage in anyway. So I think that that's important for us to, step out and, honor this slain brother.
Absolutely. That's beautiful too. It's a good cause.
I love
it.
it.
Yeah, man. Definitely.
And what better way to bring us together, right? Like, while a pandemic is happening, and that we can still do something to honor him, and then honor each other, and still be healthy and still uplift. Like, I think That's the best thing that we can do.
It's powerful. In my mind, like, I don't know another way to be able to honor someone, right? Like, you're doing something that's good for the community in more ways than one. So I think it's dope. I love that movement. I hope that people that are watching this, of course, I think this will be a week after this happened, but I hope that you're able to look back and then remember the moment that you finished your 2.23 miles and feel very proud that you engaged in that.
Absolutely. Definitely. So we'll transition over into some entertainment. I know plenty of y'all, have been home, not working, looking for stuff to do. A lot of you are binge watching television shows. I see it all the time on social media. People always want to know, hey, what's a good show that I can watch? I'm a stickler for some stuff that I used to watch back in the day. One of the shows that I'm recommending, and all of the movies or the television shows, whatever I'm going to rate, it's going to get, instead of 5 stars, we hitting it with 5 seasonings, baby, 5 sprinkle seasonings. So you can get up to 5 sprinkles. There it is, 5 sprinkles.
Let's hear it. I got a feeling that whatever show you finna say is not gonna get my sprinkles. Let's hear it. I'm ready. I'm prepared for this. I got
All
my
right.
three people ready.
Oh boy.
Hey, now the first show is a great show that I love, and it's an older show. It debuted in 2002 on HBO. A lot of people, it's coming back now during the quarantine. You're getting a lot of fanfare all over again. It's The Wire. I don't know if anybody's seen The Wire in here. Very, very.
I'm embarrassed
Yeah.
to say that I have never watched The Wire.
Me either, Ashley. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I was just gonna let it go.
Don't be embarrassed to say that.
I hear
in The
it's dope
Wire,
though.
yes,
It is. It's very intense. It's not necessarily like a family show.
That's what Omar. I know Omar though. I've never seen it, but it's Omar. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Omar.
Omar is Michael K. Williams. Michael K. Williams is the character that plays Omar. He's actually one of the scariest characters on there. And
Yeah.
very, very diverse role for Michael K. Williams to play. It was really good in that. Idris Elba is in there also. The ladies love Idris. He was a punk in there to me. I couldn't stand Idris Elba in there. I won't tell it, but I was glad to see him get what he deserved.
Wait, Idris is in The Wire now?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, he was in The Wire. He was in The Wire. He played Stringer Bell.
Really?
He was Stringer Bell in The Wire. You gotta see this.
Over my head. Wow.
It sounds like he ain't never seen it either.
It's 5 seasons, and then Wood Harris is also in it. He's playing Avon Barksdale. He's been in quite a bit. His most recent thing he was in was Empire. He was playing the nemesis to Lucius Lyon in Empire, but he was actually really good in this as Avon Barksdale. Great show based out of Baltimore. The whole drug scene, the cops. You kind of get a good look at Baltimore, and people say that's really how it is. So for this one, I'm hitting y'all with 5 sprinkles on this one, baby. 5 sprinkles of seasoning. That was a good one. Good one.
Should we consider it, Lonnie? Should we give it a shot?
I'm not watching The Wire. The Wire sounds everything I've ever heard about The Wire sounds so stressful. I do not want to. I'm watching the first 48 and living single. That's like
my God.
That's it.
I'll do a little bit of that.
Okay, there we go. Chris, give a little 5.
I'll do it.
Hey,
The Wire. I feel like if you're into that situation, you give it 5. Like I'll give it 5. If you're into that.
I got you. All right. So the last thing that I'll review today is just a movie. It just came out last Friday on Netflix. It's called All Day and a Night. I'm not sure if anybody have seen that one yet, but it stars Jeffrey Wright, Ashton Sanders. It's about a young man who's got life in prison, and he reflects on the circumstances of that day and that night that actually got him that life sentence. It's kind of a dark, flick. Consider it's violent. It's very violent. It's got some violence in it, but I mean, it's got some good parts in it too. But I'm just kind of sick of seeing us with the jail movies and stuff, and it's all showing us in a bad light. Not saying I won't watch it, but if you don't have nothing else to do, I would say watch it. I'm gonna give it 2.5 on that salt thing. Sprinkles. I get 2.5 sprinkles.
If it's not a cartoon or Disney, that's it. Troll movie is all that's happening over here, okay?
Really? Trolls? Did you see the new one?
Yes, I did.
Oh my God.
5 sprinkles. 5 sprinkles.
It's gotta go 5. It's gotta go 5. Just the whole hand in the season and just
all of it.
The Trolls is really good. So I just got done with the Ozark. It took me such a long time to start the Ozark. It's a good series as a whole. I'm into those types of series and shows where each episode has got to be longer than 45 minutes, because if I'm gonna sit down and get into a nice series, the show's gotta be popping. Like, they gotta be long. You know what I'm saying? And so that I just got done with it about last week, and then F is for Family. It's been out for a minute. It's kind of like an explicit cartoon. It's kind of like, Family Guy and American Dad put together.
That one.
Yeah, it's good. It's not a family show. The Ozark maybe with some, discretion. No, actually, no, it's not. I take that back. I take that because I'm just going back to all the scenes that it's not a family show. But if you're looking for some laughs, F is for Family. Is definitely, if you're into that kind of crude humor, that dirty joke type of, thing, it'll definitely keep you laughing and keep you entertained. That's for sure. So Ozark and F is for Family. I'm just going to have to do a little dab and do you.
Well, I have not binged anything. I'm actually on this is my 30th, this is my 29th book since the quarantine. So this is called There. Yeah, I do like TV, pretty much trash TV, Living Single, A Different World, and then like anything garbage on TLC. But yeah, so this, I can't give it any sprinkles. I just started this morning. It's for my book club. But pick up a book. Stop watching TV and read a goddamn book, because let's not end this quarantine dumb as hell. So them is my
she put me to shame. She made me feel stupid just now.
Like, I need to go get my books. Let me lie. I read too, Lonnie. I have.
I'm killing some brain cells.
It's
What kind
right.
of? I just want to know. Lonnie, what kind of genre reader are you, real quick?
So I promised myself this year that I was gonna explore like more genres, because at one point I was like, I'm only reading if it's by a Black person. I'm not reading books written by white people. Like, I'm not giving y'all my coin, and you're not writing to me anyway. So I'm not reading books by white people. This year I'm trying to do better. So like I'm trying to read like sci-fi books and more fiction books, stuff that I would never read. This is not one that I would typically pick myself. It is a brown author, but yeah, like I'm all over. The last book I read was like, they were time traveling, so it was kind of sci-fi-ish.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm all over the place these days.
Ooh, I see you.
I'm trying to be more mature. Since I turned 30, I'm trying to be, sophisticated.
I could tell your vocabulary is just spewing out of your mouth. It's just so exotic and accentuated. I love it.
I woke up mature on my 30th birthday. I started using the words that let me know I knew. I'm mature now. I've matured.
A role model.
There it is, baby. Well, there it is. Ashli, you got anything for the seasoning for us?
I am gonna embarrass the hell out of myself and say I've been watching a lot of YouTube. Okay.
Hey.
I like to watch people eat food.
Yes!
Maybe be a part of a food addiction, but I don't need cable because there's Wi-Fi, and I watch mukbang videos all day long. So if it has seafood or like, a seafood boil situation, I'm there.
Ooh. Do you like your seafood boils with or without eggs?
With eggs. I need eggs.
With eggs. So you like to hear it, like you like if they have like the mic real close to the
I need to be like right there. Like I need to see the crunch fall on a plate. Like that's what I need.
Yes.
There it is, baby.
That's serious.
5 sprinkles, YouTube mukbangs, okay.
5 sprinkles for YouTube. Well, hey, everybody, that takes us to the end of hitting you with the seasoning, man. You just got it all from us, from entertainment to Lonnie telling us that we need to stop dumbing ourselves down with TV and read some damn books. I felt like I just got hit with LeVar Burton with Reading Rainbow. I don't know why that song came to my head, but now all I hear is Butterfly in the Sky and Reading Rainbow. So, hey, with that being said, we'll segue straight into the topic of the day. And actually, the topic of the day being the first episode, we are the topic of the day. We want you to get to know us. So what better way to do that than, kind of give a brief bio of each other, and then we'll kind of vibe off each other and ask a few questions of each other. So you get to know a little bit more about us. So I'll kind of start things off. Of course, I'm Kedric on Instagram. I'm Sleeve Believe the Hype. My weight loss journey, man, I've been on a journey for 45 years. I'm 45 years, probably been overweight since I was 10 years old. At my heaviest, I was 461 pounds. That's when I, went to the doctor going for the surgery. My breaking point, probably when they told me that I was pre-diabetic. When they said I was pre-diabetic and, the threat to being put on insulin, I was taking metformin, so I knew I had to do something to change my life. And at that point, every year I would go to the doctor, it was just a downward spiral. Numbers were going up and getting more and more medicine added to my regimen. And then, the only thing I can think of is that I was being selfish to my family, cheating them out of years of life. So anyway, fast forward, I did a 6-month process, which turned out to be about 8 months actually because of scheduling. And I had my surgery April 26th of last year. I'm a year out. And to date, I am down 190 pounds. And God is good. I'll say that to anybody. If you don't believe in God, I don't care. In my opinion, God is good, and I'm here by the grace of God. I could have been on my way out of here. I feel like I got a second chance on life, and I'm just looking to continue to live. I feel like I'm living for the first time ever.
Wow, you did the damn thing. That gave me chills.
So, anybody got any questions for me?
Why are you just so amazing? Like, why the hell are you just so inspirational? Like, that's what I want to do. How, you know what I really want to know? How come I didn't meet you sooner?
Yes, like
That's
where
what I
did you
want to
come
know.
from?
Yeah, I agree.
We were all stuck at the buffet. Just different parts of the line getting in.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
was
was at a butter rolls. I ain't gonna lie.
I wasn't at the buffet. The buffet stressed me out. I was at Cane's getting that box combo. I was eating 10, 15 strips at a time. I wasn't at the buffet.
You know what? I probably was at Papado's eating a Papado's seafood platter, the extra seafood platter with a big swamp thing, and I ate the whole thing. Yeah, so that's probably where we all were. We were somewhere getting it in on some food stuff. But I'm a real firm believer that everything happens for a reason. I believe people are put in your life for a reason or a season. And I probably stalked all of y'all's pages in the very early on, and and we just happened to, I found my way. You guys were inspirational to me in a lot of different ways, more ways than you probably know. And accountability is everything. So I feel like that if I put my life out there and be as transparent as possible, that keeps my feet to the fire, because then I look like a hypocrite when I, don't come out with good results, or if I turn around and ruin what I made for myself. So it's a great thing, man, and I'm just appreciative to be around you all.
Question: What is your biggest like non-scale victory to date? Like, what is like your best or your biggest non-scale victory to date?
You know what? I've had quite a few, but to be honest, out of all of them that I've had so far, nothing tops. For so many years, I have 3 sons. I have a 22-year-old, I have an 18-year-old, and a 16-year-old. All of their life, I've been fat. I would take them to theme parks, and the most I could do was walk around and eat. I couldn't get on any rides with them. I could just watch from afar, and that used to kill me inside, because they'd be like, "Dad, we want you to ride with us." When they was little bitty boys, they was tots, and they like, "Dad, get on." I can't, I can't ride.
Wow.
So December of last year, we're going to fast forward all these years. December of last year, we went to Six Flags. We've always had memberships or whatever, so we would take the boys so they can go whenever they want to go with their friends. So anyway, they had Holiday in the Park, and we go every year. And they was like, "Dad, I think you can fit." And I was like, "I don't know, still a little big." He's like, "Dude, I'm telling you can fit." So at Six Flags, long story short, in front of their rides now, they actually have a seat of the ride out front, so you can actually get in it to see if you fit before you embarrass yourself and get in line.
I
So
like that.
I was still nervous about doing it. So I ended up, they crowded around me. God bless family. They crowded around me. Nobody could see me. I got in the chair. Lo and behold, the damn seatbelt clicked. I was like, holy shit. And I still couldn't believe it. So I got in line, and me being me, I was still nervous. And I have to tell y'all this story. We'll get into this maybe in another episode of my most embarrassing moment. That'll be another topic. And it has to do with a theme park. It's funny as hell now, but it wasn't funny back then, in my opinion. But anyway, so we get in line. It's my turn. We get on a ride called the Georgia Scorcher, and it was 4 of us. My oldest son he's out on his own, so he's back in Memphis. So it's me and my 2 youngest and my wife. And I was the last one to get on. It was a four things where we get on it, and I got in it. I was like, holy, I'm in it. I pulled the thing down. It clasped. I was like, wow. And they was looking at me like, and I'm getting choked up, seriously, because I'm like, damn, So we get on the ride, and 30 seconds into the ride, I realized it was probably not the best decision to get on that particular ride, because it scared the hell out of me. It was like 90 seconds of pure hell, but
that's a lot of emotion all in one time. You don't know whether to cry, be scared.
Yeah, I was like, oh my God, am I gonna die? I'm old. And so, we got off the ride. They wanted to take pictures. We took a bunch of pictures. I had to sit down, and I told the boys, I said, "Hey man, y'all go ahead on. You can't let them see I couldn't let them see the old man shed tears." I actually was in tears. It still kind of messes with me now. And that was like the hugest non-scale victory to date. I got on a ride with my sons, two of my boys anyway, and I'd never been able to do that. So I would say, yeah, right now, nothing tops that.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Nice. I love it.
So, hey, who's up next?
Lonnie.
Lonnie is next. I mean, like, y'all know that I had weight loss surgery. My goal is to have healthy insides and shop in straight size stores. Like, I want to look cute, pretty much is like my overall goal. I want to dress cute, and I want to walk outside cute. I want to jump off of buildings and into bodies of water and look cute. And I want to do all of those things being thin. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm 30. I turned 30 last year. I had weight loss surgery like 6 months before my 30th birthday. At that point, I was 420 pounds, and I felt like I had no control over anything. I felt like I was existing. I was still doing what I wanted to do. I was traveling and, doing stuff, but like it looked and felt different. My body was a mess, in short, and I didn't actually know it until it wasn't. Right. So it's now I'm realizing, I'm looking back like, yo, I was a mess. I had no idea I was a mess, but I was a mess. Yeah, like I'm a Black girl from Northeast Portland. I have Southern roots. I like to say that my heart belongs to Louisiana. I lived in Louisiana for almost 15 years. It's where I want to be every day. Like, I wish I was there, but my family is in Portland. So Ashley's like, come back. My family is here, so for now I'm here. I do imagine one day I'll be back there. I'm into all things Black and brown people. I am Afro-Dominicana. My daddy is a dark-skinned Dominican. I like Black people. I like Black shit. I like Black hair. I like Black men. Like, if it's Black, I like it. Black to be Black. I like Black stuff in general. Right?
I'm half.
Black hair. I take it. You got it in you. HBCU.
5 sprinkles, okay?
Right, 5 sprinkles. Black colleges, Black men, Black sororities and fraternities, Black people hair, Black jeans. I like all things related to and associated to Black and brown folk. Yeah, that's it. That's me.
Nice.
Yo, question.
Aren't you? I see you repping your letters on Instagram. We got some Greek life up in this podcast.
I am a proud member, and when I say member, it ain't been a single day in my life where I have not been financial or active member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority incorporated until the day that I die. We're not even gonna give Ashley no space in this conversation right now because it don't matter. What she got go? It don't matter. It don't matter. I am a proud Delta. I think, can you see back there? There you go. You see that? Listen. The only thing I love more than Black people and Black stuff is Delta Sigma Theta and my 22. I don't love nothing more. That's it. That's it.
Word is
nice.
Word is bond. Well,
I do have a question for you. So, how? And I wanted to ask this to Ked, but what was your first holiday like post surgery? Whether that date happened to be close or far, and how did you cope with that? Because I know, let's be real, we've all been big, and we got the surgery for a purpose because we love food. So I mean, what was your first holiday and how did you cope? Did you break down? Did you suck it up? What did you do?
Yeah, so my surgery was in April. My little tiny tot tummy turned 1 April 11th. So I'm just a little over a year out. The first holiday I remember is 4th of July, and my family had a cookout because that's what we do. And it was like, I feel like it was a mind game. So my family knew that I had surgery. It wasn't a secret, and they all were super supportive. Like, a lot of them did the pre-liquid diet with me. So when I'm eating off a tiny plate and I'm only eating the hot dog or half the burger or the chicken wings or, staying away from the fruit, I didn't really get any looks or anything weird. It was almost like it was normal because they understood what my situation was. I think my challenge was for my birthday. We went to Tulum, me and 8 of my friends, and having to explain how come I don't want to drink was a struggle. Like that part to me was bigger than the food because I'm like, y'all, if I drink a tablespoon, I'm going to be drunk. Like y'all gonna have to wheelbarrow me out of here. I'm gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
So to me, the food has been less of a struggle in the conversation about drinking. Like happy hours with coworkers who don't know that I had the surgery and they're trying to figure out, well, why you don't want a Long Island iced tea, right? Like why you don't want to just get a little daiquiri? Like that part has been a struggle. And I always am like, oh, you know, I'm fasting from liquor, or like try and just go that way. So if you say the word fast, people back up immediately, right? Because it's like they, you know, it's like they push away. Otherwise, if you just like, oh, I don't want to have a drink, they're like, oh, it's on me. Oh, I'll give it to you. Oh, don't worry about it.
Are you pregnant and you don't want to tell us?
Yeah. Oh, I get that one a lot. Like someone asked me that in public. I almost flipped the table. Did you ask me was I pregnant? What? Yeah.
Never ask a woman if she's pregnant.
Correct.
Never ask a guy if he's pregnant.
Also,
I was asked that a couple times too. You pregnant?
Stop. No.
Yes.
Yeah, drinking is the struggle to me more than the food part. And it's still a struggle a year out. And I abstain because literally I'm drunk in a second, and it's mad annoying actually. More than like I don't really have any other pains. It's just annoying as hell.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Ashli, you up?
Yes. Well, I am from Louisiana, born and raised, blackity black, with all the things that you can mix up in Creole, Cajun, Louisiana. I wasn't always plus size, but my parents separated when maybe I was like 8 or 10, and food was comfort, like meaning that food was under my bed, food was forgotten, so we could understand to find old food. There was a lot of hoarding going on for comfort for that separation. And when my parents separated, I never separated food from comfort, and food was everywhere. It's like you happy, sad, mad, celebration. So being from Louisiana, everyone is pretty much curvy or thick. So whenever I strayed away from the healthy, curvy and thick is whenever I started to get questions about my health, but never so much supportive, but just like, what's wrong? Mm-hmm. You know, you're doing something wrong, but I'm going to make you feel bad about doing something wrong, but I'm not going to help you at all. It's just going to make you feel like shit, you know?
Absolutely.
So over the years, it got worse. It got better. I was an undergrad. I gained the freshman 60 pounds, you know, when I was an undergrad. And then when I reached my highest of 348 pounds, I was like, okay, this is enough. When I was on the 6-month supervision diet, there was a point where I was like, I can do this on my own. I don't need the surgery. But then something was like, you need the restriction because you aren't consistent and you have lost weight before. So don't bullshit yourself. Please get the surgery because I don't know what else to do. So I'm very glad that I did get the surgery after losing 30 pounds because it's almost 2 years, right? Mm. And here I am 150 pounds down, and I've never lost that on my own. So I'm just glad that each time that I tried to run away, something was like, nope, we're tired of running away. You've been running away all your life. So with the 6-month supervision and going to counseling, like kids say, like I am living, or Lonnie said, I'm existing, and it's amazing. And I would do this over and over and over again. With every challenge that I've overcame, I would say, I'd probably curse a little bit more to the people that tried to stop me, but I would still do it day after day. So now the goal is to maybe take some like kickboxing classes, or, you know, maybe learn some dances and be comfortable with my body now that it's this size. So, you know, the opportunities are endless at this point, and I'm excited.
Nice. Well, definitely congratulations to you and your success. I do have one question though. What would have been, or what would you say was your breaking point, that final straw that pushed you to go for your consultation to begin the process for weight loss surgery?
Mhm. I was 28 or 29, and I was having heart palpitations where it would stop me dead in my tracks, and I couldn't breathe. And I was like, holy shit. Like, if this isn't a wake-up call that I'm in my 20s, I go to the doctor, and they give me this device to wear for so many hours to see the rhythm of my heart, and to get results back saying that these are the areas of your heart that are beating irregularly due to your obesity. And not only is it obesity, it's morbid, and you are almost off of this chart. Your BMI is so high that if you were this many pounds more, I wouldn't even have somewhere to put you in this box. And to hear someone say that is that in this medical field, you don't even have somewhere to put me due to my own weight, things that I'm doing to myself, was the scariest thing I think I ever experienced. And I was like, okay, Ashli, like, it's time. Because I've, just like you guys, I've seen people who have died young due to health issues, and I wasn't ready to be that person. So that was probably the craziest thing I experienced. That was like, yeah, this is my wake-up call. Yeah.
Wow.
Man. Wow. That's pretty powerful to be that young and to, to experience that. And I think we, all got certain similarities in our journeys where, we've hit that wall and be like, hey, look, it's either going to make you or break you. And in your case, it made you and it got you to where you are today. So definitely congratulations. Sprinkle, all that.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, the spicy man himself, the general of the crew, my brother.
Yo. So, Chris, Spicy Puppy Chris _ on Instagram, 28, born and raised in Dirty Jersey. Okay. You know what I mean? From Puerto Rico. I grew up in a middle-class family. I don't want to say we grew up poor, but we struggled. Mom worked hard, dad worked hard, pulling ends meet to get us, gifts for our birthdays and for Christmases. Sometimes, our dad wasn't there because he had to work in order to afford certain things. So at the end of the day, we were fortunate enough we were promised a meal. It was, you may not have the newest clothes, the newest kicks, but, I'm not going to let you go hungry. So growing up, that was kind of instilled into my upbringing, just a deep appreciation for food, and not to waste. I was always taught and told that, wasting, there's other people starving in the world, wasting food would be the ultimate sin and an insult to everybody who's hungry. So deeply ingrained, and that really stuck with me. Not traumatized, kind of stuck with me for a large part of my upbringing. Went to college. I was big, wanted to go to culinary school. Initially, that didn't happen, just to save my parents on cost. Finished my undergrad, and I was like, what do I do now? Decided to go to culinary school, did a 2-year program, and then, it was all downhill from there. But I would say, I think prior to surgery, I loved food, but I think I love food more now. Like my attachment to food and my relationship with food now is a lot stronger, but in a good way, in a healthy way. I understand food now. I'm talking for food. I'm not letting food talk for me. Does that make sense?
It does.
So, and I was somebody who wasn't in a good place mentally. I wasn't in a good place emotionally. I knew I was big, but never thought about doing anything about it. Before my weight loss page, I had a big page, where I was going out to restaurants, chefs, other people wanted me to go to their restaurants, out of state and in state, just to try their food and do a review. So I had a big following, big food blogging, food critic following. And I was like, enough is enough, man. Enough is enough. I'm tired of being the big fat guy, the funny fat guy that nobody takes seriously. I'm only limited to one pair of jeans that barely fit. Anyway, and I think I got to that point. I forgot how old I was, maybe 19, early 20s, went to the doctor for a routine physical, metal patient, stool table. I got up. He extends the footrest so I could sit because it was tiny, it couldn't fit. And all I hear it is snap. And at that point, that was a wake up call. I was pre-diabetic. He says it's not uncommon for 18, 19, early 20-year-olds to have a heart attack and die. And I was like, something's got to change. So I am so grateful every day. So grateful. And I try not to get like emotional, but this surgery, it saved my life. And I don't think I wouldn't be alive today, and I try not to let him go. But and I think that's part of the reason why I want to kind of, get into the social work field, which is going to be happening in the fall, help people with addictions, food addiction, because it's a lack of information that I think a lot of people fail. They fall through the cracks.
Wow. Powerful, man.
Thank you.
Definitely powerful.
Chris, your inspiration for sure. So my question for you,
Yes, ma'am.
have you found a healthier way or an alternative way to prepare like your favorite pre-op food? So like, did you have like this thing that you used to really love, like a pound of steak, and now you eat like 6 ounces of it? Like what have you found a way to kind of remix like your favorite thing that you used to enjoy before your surgery?
So I love a nice slice of pizza, nice doughy, chewy, just greasy, just slice of pizza. That was the Chris then. And I was like, damn, I won't ever have pizza again. Like, what am I going to do when I'm big? So then you just cauliflower crust. There's a big movement for cauliflower crust. It's so versatile. And I just pile all the toppings on there. Turkey bacon, go for regular bacon. So I think for me in the beginning was, how do I kind of not let the spirit die for all the favorite foods that I had? Like, there's a part of me that's going to die if I don't have all these foods. That was in the beginning, not necessarily. So, using more fresh organic veggies, avocados, cucumbers, more wholesome foods, a lot of seeds and nuts. I throw just a whole bunch of fresh herbs and veggies onto my slices of pizza now. And it's not as thick, skyscraper crust anymore. So it's kind of thin, does the job, cuts the edge off. But pizza and chicken, love me some chicken.
We need to one of these episodes talk about cauliflower's glow up.
Please.
Because cauliflower is pizza crust, tater tots. What else? Cauliflower done came a long way.
Right.
It's
rice.
right.
Yeah, I make a mean cauliflower shrimp fried rice.
Stop.
Cauliflower done had a good little glow up.
I don't miss the rice.
We'll have a little chop challenge. All right.
Yeah. We'll definitely have power on that.
I want to
talk about it. Be about it.
Let's do it. I love it. I love it. That's the perfect little segue into my little rant, because I'm ready, y'all. I'm ready.
Oh boy.
Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. We going in a rant. We going in a rant and raving with Lonnie, baby. Take it away.
Rant and raving. I'm gonna be real brief today because it's the first episode and I want the people to like me, so I'm not gonna go too hard. My rant today is directly related to the times we're living in, the COVID times of these Zoom meetings and calls. I'm just gonna give 3 simple tips to not be annoying as hell on y'all Zoom, WebEx, Microsoft Teams, FaceTime groups, Duo, whatever. I'm gonna give you 3 tips. I wrote them down for you on my light bill. So the first one is be your own IT, right? Like, come prepared. Don't be on your dial-up network, up your internet speed during COVID, because we need you. We count on you not to be sticking, and we need you to pull it together. So test your microphone, test your webcam, get you positioned, get your lighting together, be your own IT. And if you don't know how, Google it, sis. Like, Google it. Google is there for you. Reset your router. They're going to walk you through it. Come together with your own IT. The second one is use the chat function. It goes down in the DMs. The DMs is like the chat function is like the DMs of like professionalism, right? So go to the chat If you like, oh man, I really like Ashli's hair, put that in the chat. Don't say that. Don't say it. Chat that. If you agree with someone saying that orange is a great color, chat it. Right? Like if you want to clap on the chat. Don't come off mute to say that. Speaking of coming off mute, if y'all don't mute your god dog phones, if you are not talking.
Oh, God.
Mute. Just it is not talk. If you do not have the phone, like mute. We don't want to hear your cat clickety clacking it across your keyboard. We don't want to hear you sipping your wine. I don't want to hear your text alerts going off. I don't want to hear your kids calling you. I don't want to hear you shaking up your water, crunching your poppables. Mute your phone. Listen, I'm gonna get close. If y'all don't take nothing else from this hour we have spent together, take away, mute your shit, sis. Go on mute. If it's not your turn, mute. And I'm gonna give you one more just for the road. So I'm gonna go over again. So the 3, be your IT, check your camera, and make sure that people can hear you. What's the other one? The other one is use the chat function. Chat, clap, chat. The third and probably most important thing that you learned today is go on mute if you're not talking. The bonus, get the good angle. Nobody wants to see you from down here. If we were in person, I wouldn't be standing over you looking at you while you're on the floor laying down. I don't want to see up your nose or your double chins. Get the angle. Be at eye contact. Have a good angle. Put your shoulders back. Sit up straight. Get the angle, sis. Because what you don't know is your future husband might be watching this WebEx. Pull it together. You know what I'm saying? Like have good posture. Put on your bra. Don't come on the video chats, braless brothers and sisters. Mute your phone. That's it. That's all I got. I'm done. This is my rant.
Hey, man, yo, the very first Brandon Raven with Lonnie. We looking forward to many more of these rants, man.
Yes.
That was hilarious. It's very key. It's crucial. It is
Very
what it is,
relevant,
baby.
too.
Very raw and uncut. It's gonna be straight from the cuff. She's gonna keep it real with you.
I got you.
No doubt. So the next segment that we got coming up, man, it's gonna be a really good one. Y'all gonna love this one. It's Tasted or Wasted. Basically, we test new WLS foods, and either we're gonna hate it or love it. So tonight we've got Larry and Lenny's double chocolate chip cookie.
Hey,
they got the cookies on
Not
deck.
this.
So
Wait, I cannot wait. I'm so
we're about to do this live. Let's get this live taste test popping right now. Let's see. I'm on, and then y'all gonna tell me if it's worth me going out to find it or not.
I'm excited. I've never had this before.
This one, you know what? Lenny and Larry's, they're not, depending on where you go. If you go to 7-Eleven, I'm not sure if there's a 7-Eleven or Kruger's near you guys. Some sell individual cookies. Some sell it by the box. I think it's either 4 or 6. If you get the box pack, it's about $5-6. If you get the individual one, it's about $2 and some change. So it's kind of on the pricey side, but we'll see how it is.
They are.
It's a big ass cookie.
So a lot of times, Whole Foods always got to sell them. Whole Foods always has them, and they always have a sale. Look how beautiful. So we're all eating. Ked is the oddball out, so we're never going to pay attention to Kedric because he didn't get it. So we doing our own. So I'm trying the little miniature version of Chris's cookie. Mine is
Jesus,
crushed.
I got a rim.
I got a
hubcap.
It smells good. So I'm big on smells. Like if it doesn't smell good, I'm likely not gonna fool with it. But they smell decent. Like they don't really smell planty, right? They smell all right.
Oh, this
The
is
ones
not
I'm
this is
trying,
plant-based.
you get 6 cookies for 6 grams of protein, and I think this is 13 net carbs. So that's pretty good. What you
Convince
got?
me to buy this
bad.
cookie.
All
Convince me to buy this cookie. Let me know
Okay,
if I
you
need to
guys
buy
ready?
it.
Okay, Ashli.
Ready.
Ashli, here we go. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right. First of all, the crunch on mine. No,
Chris
I would buy
face
this
telling me.
again. I would buy it.
Actually, show us the package of yours again.
This is just a regular chocolate chip one.
Okay, chocolate chip. I'm gonna have
Dry.
Chris' face telling me that I don't want to
no.
buy that bullshit.
No, this
Chris,
is good. Maybe
What it
it's
taste
too
like,
much
Chris's
Chris?
chocolate.
What it taste like?
Is it too
I
much
mean,
chocolate?
Apart from, I mean, it's chewy. It's chewy. It's chocolatey, but it's not like an overpowering chocolatey to the point where it kind of like gives you a headache. But I will say, because this is such a thick ass cookie, it just sucks every bit of moisture out of my mouth. This is definitely, you know what? It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm just, you know,
That is a little oddly thick. I don't really appreciate how thick it is. Like that's why I'm going with the thins.
Maybe if I didn't read the word vegan on the
I'm eating the cookie, the chocolate chip pieces out of it. So
yeah.
all right, so
Or the chocolate
we're gonna.
chip good, because you know that's the thing too. The chocolate chips be nasty in the sugar-free cookies.
it's good.
All right, so now that y'all done got some munching in. So what we doing, guys? We tasting it or wasting it?
I'm tasting it.
I'll taste it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll taste it again.
Man, I'm only this one. I can't speak to the other two, but the double crunch.
Mm-hmm.
I'm tasting it. Keep it.
Maybe if I didn't catch the words plant-based and vegan on the package and I just ate it, maybe I would have, because it's all, you know, you got to connect the thinking to the food to give you the full effect. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So we're gonna taste this one. This one gets the vote of confidence from the team this week. So you go look into your stores, Whole Foods, 7-Eleven even got them. Just check your neighborhood grocery store for Larry and Lenny's. They got plenty of flavors. They're doing the double chocolate chip, and Lonnie's got the crunchy one. I think I'm gonna go try that crunchy one.
Yeah,
See
I
what
wish I
that
had
be
the
like.
crunchy one. This is just a regular chocolate chip. And I have peanut butter chocolate chip, which
I think that one is gonna be popping, Ashley. That peanut butter one, I think that one is gonna be it.
So you got to come back and tell us about that one. So next week we'll definitely have another product to taste or waste. And hey, we're gonna keep you informed, baby, on the People's Pantry. We're gonna move on to this next super dope segment. My brother, Spicy Poppy's quick meal of the day. What you got for us?
Yes, sir. So nice segue into that since we're on the topic of food anyway. You guys know I love to eat. One of my quick meals is spring rolls. I'm a spring rolls freak. They are so versatile. And I got these right here. A lot of people ask me, I don't make them as much, but I like to make just spring rolls similar to what you would get at the Chinese store. These are by Blue Dragon. You could find this in the Oriental section of your grocery store. Typically where they or international.
Okay, yeah. I feel like you can't say Oriental no more. I feel like that's enough.
Well, I mean, yeah, well, yeah, you're right. It says classic Vietnamese pancake wrappers. Typically where you would find the ramen. These are really super dope, super versatile. They're gluten-free, no added flavors or colors. If you take a whole bottle of water into a frying pan, and just bring it to a simmer until you see the little steam come up, dunk these in for about maybe 5 seconds. You don't want to submerge them any longer than that because then they become a little too difficult to wrap and use, and then they just fall apart. But I'll just take one out of here. My hands are clean. They're transparent. You could almost see my face through them. They're really light, super easy. And then what I like to do is I like to take a nice hearty protein, maybe a nice piece of salmon, marinated salmon with lemon garlic butter, with a little bit of lettuce in between this. And then I have these. These are the same thing. Unfortunately, guys, I can't read the name on this. Maybe it's not in English. None of this is in English. This whole package is not in English. But same thing, different shape. These are a little bit smaller, a little bit more easier to work with. They're a little bit more thicker, but they still fold really well. So these are square, which is good because as you're rolling, you get to tuck these corners in and it just keeps everything that you have inside. I like to put some fried onions in it. You could put shrimp for all those that like seafood, some nice grilled shrimp, or a nice piece of steak, skirt steak, or maybe even just pulled pork, shredded brisket, with some sugar-free barbecue sauce. I like to add just a little bit of sauce to my spring rolls on the inside. But guys, get yourself some spring rolls. A lot of people ask me. I always post these on my timeline. Spring rolls. Or if you, it's a great alternative if you don't want to go to the Chinese spot. You can make them at home yourself.
When are we getting a cookbook? That's what I need to know, because all of that, you got to teach me. I need that in my life. When are we getting a Chris cookbook?
I got you. I'll give you some notes. I can't give you the trade secret.
I love it.
Well, there it is, baby. You heard it from the man himself. That's a quick meal of the day. Definitely try that. Let us know how it turns out. So with that being said, we're going to roll right into the final segment of the first episode. And my girl Ashley is going to take it away. She's got words of wisdom with Therapist Bay, man. Y'all listen up, man. It's going to make you feel good, feel great.
Yeah. So like we said earlier about those grounding techniques, that's to bring us and pull us into the here and now. We're quarantined, we're away from family, our normal routines of the day. And when you have all those thoughts in your mind, you can feel very distant from yourself or even others. So with grounding techniques, you need to be focused and present. And with those grounding techniques can be very simple. You can close your eyes and you can take your socks off and feel the carpet under your on the ground. You can close your eyes and pay attention to the temperature and how it's touching your body. You can even, if you're focused enough, feel the sensation of how different parts of your bodies feel, like the top of your head are touching the clothes on your body, to allow you to be like, this is the present. I don't need to focus about the things that I did wrong yesterday. I don't need to focus about the mistakes that I might have made today, because tomorrow will be a brand new day. And each day I get another chance. So even like how we call ourselves the People's Pantry, seasonings can be grounding for you. So depending on what your favorite seasoning is, that can really spark a really wonderful memory of a very special moment for you. So if you don't do well with here and now, maybe a past memory might be like, this thought is relaxing to me because of this seasoning or this spice. So those are grounding techniques that we really have to use right now, because everybody's routines are still inconsistent. And the longer this pandemic is happening, the more anxiety that you can feel. And it's normal to feel even worse the longer that this goes, because we're missing out. We're grieving right now. You are grieving the absence of your routine, and it's okay. Don't allow anyone to make you feel bad for that grief. Don't allow anyone to make you feel wrong for missing the daily activities that brought you joy, because that's your personal interest. Don't let anyone make you feel bad because you miss going to Starbucks or walking around in Target or walking in your building at work. That's self-care. So I hope that this grounding technique was helpful to you guys, and it'll be helpful to anybody who watches.
Absolutely. Hey, Ashley, we appreciate that. I'm going to get my Zen mode on. I'm going to become one in nature with the carpet and dust the shoulders off and all that. Hey, I told you it was going to make you feel good, feel great. Hey, guess what, man? We made it to the end of the ride of the very first episode of the People's Pantry. Hey, it's a great thing I think we got going here. And we got some good stuff coming, a lot of things in the works. This is just the beginning. So we're going to hit you with all the seasonings, all the right flavor, baby, give you that good food, that good soul food, that good food that's good for your soul. So with that being said, we'll definitely follow us on social media. We're on Instagram currently right now at the People's Pantry. That's where you can find us on Instagram. If you want to email us, got any comments, concerns, show topics, might even want to be a guest on the show, hit us at the People's Pantry 4@gmail.com. And you can find me on social media individually at Sleep Believe a Hype. And I will let everybody go through and give their information, and I'll come back and close us out.
Yeah, you can find me. Oh, Lonnie,
okay. Go Ashley. Your turn. Go ahead, girl. Go ahead.
My name is Ashli, and you can find me at VSG_Ashli on Instagram.com.
I am Lonnie, and you can find me at rny.bypass.beauty. Is that true?
I think
that's right. Okay, yeah.
That's it.
I'm Chris. You can find me at SpicyPoppyChris_ on Instagram.
Hey, there it is, baby. You heard it first from the four the mighty four, the dream team of the People's Pantry. We want to thank you all for tuning in with us. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend about us. Share it, like it, comment, give us all kind of feedbacks. Let us know what you don't like. If there's anything you don't like, let us know. We'll talk about it, baby. And with all things, we want to give everybody the 5 sprinkle seasonings because that's what we all deserve. And we're a family in this piece, man. So until next week, I want you to tune in, baby. Check us out on YouTube and share it on Instagram and everywhere that you can share it. And just, come back and vibe with us on the People's Pantry. And until next time, we're signing off. We're going to say peace and love.
Peace and love.